Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. Today I am going to play with some craft paper. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, except I am going to cut this 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper into half the vertical way. Okay, so if you don't have 8.5 by 11 craft paper, you can use 12 by 12, or if you have a roll of craft paper or even craft paper packaging from like something you got in the mail, they usually stuff it with like a ball of craft paper. Use it. Okay, so we're just going to take a sheet of 8.5 by 11. I would fold it in half the vertical way and then cut it off. Okay, I've already done some, so actually what I've done was taken 2 sheets of that craft paper and cut them in half. Okay, and then after I cut it in half, what I want to do is fold each one into quarters. So here's one sheet. Let's see, I will fold it in half this way. Actually, no, let's fold it into thirds. Sorry, let's do that. Let's fold it into thirds, and to do that you can just do one of these numbers where you line it up, make a little bow in the middle, you know, and yeah, just crunch it with your bone folder. All right, so I'm going to do that to all 4 of these sheets of paper, and when you're done, if you were to flip one of those back on itself, you should have what looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to do that to all of these, and yeah, let's see what we get. Alright, so I folded all of them back and forth on themselves, and this is what I ended up with. Right, so all I've done was just tuck one of the Z's into another one of the Z's, and then did the same thing again with the other one, and then this last Z I tucked it in like so. Alright, so this is what I've got. It measures 4 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and I'm going to grab a piece of cardstock that measures 7 inches by 12. All right, so 12 by 7 sheet of cardstock. This is a double-sided paper that I'm not really sure what paper pack it came out of. I bought this at the Goodwill in a huge stack of pages for, I think it was $8. So yeah, when I tell you huge, I mean like over 1,000 sheets of cardstock for $8 that I got at the Goodwill. So that happened about a year ago when I was traveling, and I was in Houston, and that's where I found this paper. So I don't know what paper pack this comes from, but I just took it to my scoreboard and scored it at 6, so straight down the middle, right? So right here there's a score mark, and if you were to rotate it on its side, either side, doesn't matter. I scored again at 6, and then 1 5/8. Okay, so those are my score marks that I have on this paper. I want to use some cellophane, not cellophane, what is it? Not even vellum, it's like acetate. That's what it is. So I have some acetate from an old packaging. I bought this scoreboard. It came with a huge piece of cardboard on the back of it and was covered in acetate. All right, so I don't know if you can see that, but oh yeah, there's my ring light. Okay, so this is acetate from packaging. I'm going to use that with my score marks. I'm going to cut little V's out on the 6 score mark. So I'm just going to cut right here and cut right here just to reduce down the bulk on the fold. And now that I'm thinking about it, I need 2 more score marks. Let's see. So if this measures 3 3/4, I'm going to place that in here. I want to score again at 9 3/4, 9 7/8, I guess. I'm just winging this, guys. I don't even know what I'm making yet. And let's see. I'm gonna tuck this right here and score it at 2 1/4. That should give me plenty of room right there. Okay, so let's just see what happens. I'm gonna fold over my score marks here and here. Okay, and I'm going to cut away this little square right here in the upper right corner. I guess what I'm making is a little jacket to go around that little booklet that we just made by folding our page back and forth in a Z format, you know. So here I'm just going to cut away just a few of these corners just so that I can reduce down the bulk. Okay, and this one as well. Alright, so there's that. I removed our triangles out of the corners on the horizontal score marks, so this would fold over. And I've also reduced down the bulk on our vertical score marks, the ones we just made in this corner. So now I'm just going to cut little triangles on my side flaps and the bottom flaps. Not very large ones. I want to keep a lot of the paper intact, but again, I just want to reduce down the bulk. So there's that. And this is just some old, like I said, cardstock that I found at the Goodwill. So you just got to keep your eyes open when you're shopping. You know, for you never know what you may find type of thing, you know. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with this paper other than make cute little things with it, but this is one of the things that I've come up with. I'm going to use my really large circle punch. It's 2.5 inches, and I'm going to try to cut this little section out right here, and that's where I will place my acetate on the inside. So let's just see how far down I can get. Fingers crossed this works. Ouch. I always get myself with this crazy circle punch. Sometimes it works really good. Other times it bites me in the palm all the time. Like, ugh. Goodness. Okay, anyway, that's what we've cut away. And this is what we have left. So to secure all of this in place, I want to glue down my 2 flaps on the top and the bottom. I think that will give me some reinforcement all the way around. Alright, but first I'm going to take this little piece of clear acetate and tuck it right in here. Yeah, that'll be cute. Okay, let's do that. So to glue my acetate, I'm going to use, ooh, ouch. First I'm going to use my glue mat. And I'm going to use art glitter because I know it will glue acetate and it dries clear. So I'm just going to place a little bit of glue right along here. Near the edges and onto this section and that section right there. So let's start with that. And here's my cattywampus cut piece of acetate. I just want to make sure that it fits into this section right here, and I'm just going to pat it into place. and then add a little bit of more glue right on top in this corner and right here and right there. I'm trying to stay away from my circle punch that I made. So there's that. Okay. I'm not going to press too hard. I want the glue to dry before I go squeezing out any of the edges. But yeah, anything that oozes out, feel free to grab a dry wipes and just wipe away the excess. Alright, so this section is going to get glued down, and you can use glue stick or whatever you have on hand. I'm just using art glitter because it's here and it's working for a change. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there. And I'm going to rotate my paper and do the same at the bottom. Now, yes, I know my bottom of the paper is smaller than the top, but that was the only way I was able to get this pattern cut out on this side, is by making it just a little bit uneven. And acetate art glitter goes in there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna squeeze my corners just to get nice crisp edges. Not so much near the acetate, but I'll push it out that way and get that. Okay, I think that's all the gluing I need for the moment. Let's see, so in order for this to work, this right here will have to go in here, right? And this page right here will be our cover page on the outside. Okay, so that's what's going to show right through the little acetate that we put right there. So I need to decorate this. As for the rest of this, we can do whatever we like. We can decorate it, we can use it for writing, but the back page as well is going to need to tuck underneath here. But here's my dilemma. Although I have a page that folds this way to go under here, this one is facing down, so the crease is facing up, and I can't lay it flat to glue underneath here. So I'm going to have to cut away one of my sheets, this little section right here. And we probably won't waste it. I'll cut it away for now, but I will probably use it to make something either in this project or in another. Okay. Now, to get all of our pages to stay together, I'm going to use my glue mat and my glue stick, and I'm only going to glue this page right here to this page right here. Trying to get it nice and even. Okay, and then on the end here, I'm going to glue this page right here to this page right here. Again, I'm aiming for even. Hopefully this works. All right, and then for the last section, I'm going to glue this page right here to this page over here. So I can fold this back over to our little Z page that we made, right? The accordion, and clean up any glue that I have on the edges. And let's see, so now we have this. It's glued nicely. I think I need to glue all of my back pages, so I'm going to put glue on the inside of these right here. So I'm going to glue this page flat to this page, and this page to this page, and then this last section to each other. So here's this, and I just use Scotch Create glue stick because it was here and I know it works. Alright, really well actually. That glue will glue just about any paper together. I love it. Alright, so I'm just evening up my sheets, getting all the glue down. Okay, and now we have this where only our front pages open. Okay, so that works. Let me just remove any excess glue. Yep, so now we have this. And again, I'm just cleaning off any excess glue that may have oozed out in the gluing process to avoid my pages sticking together. Alright, so there's that. Really simple so far. And now I can tuck this page underneath here and tuck this page underneath here, and we have 3 cool little pages here in the middle. Not a lot, but still worth something. And yeah, we have a cool little cover. Now I know it's not centered, but it's okay. I'm okay with it if you're okay with it. Alright, so let's just decorate this front page right here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Let me go grab some stuff and come up with something. I'll be right back. Alright, so while I was gone I made some decisions, and this is turning out to a level of cuteness that I can't stand it. So what I decided to do was, one, I took my Edithholden nature notes of an Edwardian lady, and there's a photo of her on the back. I was thinking about going to get one of my Jane Austen little photos, but I decided to go with Edithholden instead. And I went to my photocopier and copied it onto regular copy paper. Okay, then I realized, well, this is turning out so cute. I need more pages in this book because I can really use this. And I went to my copier again, took this sheet of music paper, right, and in the packaging there was this piece of vellum, right? So I took the vellum, the music paper, placed it on top of each other, laid it flat in my copy machine, and then I came up with this, which you can see I have already started cutting out, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't tell you guys what I'm doing. So this is what I've done. Clear piece of vellum with some details on it, some embellishment on it. It's just plain plastic, guys, like any packaging of faux paper that you purchase may have something like this on top of it. Don't throw it away, keep it. Just run it through your copy machine, and then you get an actual page with all of it on there together. And then you can reuse this multiple times throughout the package that you purchase, okay? And copy this onto all of the pages that are in that packaging. Genius, right? I mean, so smart. All right, anyway, Again, my book was coming out so stinking cute. I just went ahead and added some more pages to it. So I went from 3 pages to now 6 pages, okay? And again, the 2 pages on the ends have to be facing down, right? So, well, they have to be facing up. It depends on how you think about it, right? So the end pages have to be facing up. But if you hold your book open like that, they should be flat, right? They shouldn't be the end of a zigzag with the page facing the wrong direction or like that, okay? Because you won't be able to tuck it. So now I have 6 pages in here, and I think it's coming out so cute. What I'm gonna do is take Edithholden and I'm gonna pop her into my circle punch. Hopefully I don't kill myself with this circle punch. All right, I'm just going to hold it away from me. Anyway, so Edithholden is going to go right in here on the vellum, and she's gonna look really cute on the other side. That is so, oh, sorry you can't see it because of the ring light, but that is gonna look so cute on the other side of this paper. All right, and then so because that's gonna go on here, right, and then this is going to tuck in. See, basically you could put as many papers as you want on the inside as long as it fits into your spine, because you don't want it bulging, right? So yeah, as long as it fits into the spine, you can put as many pages together as you like. So there's that. And then on my very first page, I've decided to cover up this section right here. Or should I? Maybe, just maybe, I'm going to put another score mark on both sides of these to give this a more finished edge. Okay, and then I will decorate this page right here. So let me do that. Grab my scoreboard, move Edithholden out of the way, and I'm just going to put, let's see, I'm going to fold it over to this side where the pattern is located, and I'm just going to put any score mark right here just to give it a finished edge. And that ended up being about 3/8 of an inch. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3/8 of an inch. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to come in 1, 2, 3 and score here at 3/8 of an inch. If I can get my scoring tool, let me flip it over. I can't get that side. I'm just going to flip it over and do it on this side at 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so there, that's going to fold over there. This is going to fold over here. I love it when I don't have a prototype. It just, things just come together. And if you notice, my art glitter dried clear on the acetate, so there's another pointer for you guys. It does work. Yeah, so when I fold this in on top of here, it's just gonna look a little bit more finished and refined and pretty. Okay, so I'll do the same thing on the back side as well. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use art glitter to glue down my little flap that I made. And on this side as well. Whoops. And you don't need a lot. And I'm so glad I went to my big bottle of art glitter because it's working like it should. And for Edithholden, I'm going to glue her to this page because I can't glue her to the vellum. She's cut to the exact same size as the hole. So I'm going to glue her here. But first I have to line her up. So let's just see where this page ends up. Very close to the top. Okay, so that's what that's gonna look like. I hope you guys can see that. Let's see. I'm just gonna zoom you in really quickly so you can see how well that works. Okay, it just lines up really nicely in there. So I'm going to hold it down in place and remove my cover and then glue her down right here. I'm going to use my little pencil so I can mark where she goes permanently. she has to go in that circle. So I'm just going to use art glitter right around here and a little bit on the back of her. Okay, you don't need a lot. It will smush away or out to the edges. And I just want to make sure that she is facing right side up and she falls right into those 2 pencil marks that I made on either side. Okay, I'm gonna use my little bone folder to smush around the glue underneath it so it lays flat. Oh, it's so cute. All right, and here I'm just going to place my book down into the spine, line it up just like that, and there you have it. I mean, that's gonna look so stinking cute. Okay, so I'm gonna put glue along the edge here of my front cover, along the bottom of my front cover, and then along this edge over here of my front cover. I'm going to try to stay away from the top because there's a very thin section right here that can be glued. So I'm only going to glue across the top on the page. It's on the book cover. Alright, and then you just line it all up. You only have one shot at this because it is art glitter. So I'm just going to flip it over, and my goal is to line her up. So whatever happens to the rest of it doesn't matter. My goal is to get her lined up inside of here. Alright, and that came out great.